Okay, so I got a lot of doubts after yesterday's videos about the concept of self, and I realized a lot of you are getting confused between personal self and social self. So I'll try explain it a little bit more. The first confusion that I realized that some of you were having was you've not understood the most basic of what it means to have a self concept. So it is not what others think about you. So personal self is not what others think about you as a person, and social self is not what others think about you socially. It is what you think of yourself as an individual, as a person, and what you think of yourself in relation to other people. Okay, so it is always, irrespective of whether it is personal self or it is social self, it is always what you yourself are thinking about yourself. Right at the beginning of the last video, I told you that right now when we're talking about self concept, we are not at all bothered of what others are thinking and saying. And at one place in NCERT where it says, when somebody says I am beautiful, we are trying to talk about the self concept of that person who is saying that. So don't get confused that somebody else is talking about you. So that's what Tanisha asked me, right? That ma'am, it says when somebody says, well, we are talking about that somebody, what that somebody thinks that somebody is in his or her mind, right? So when I will think about myself, that will be my self concept. So let's take a few examples and it'll get a little more clear. So when we're talking about personal self-concept, we're talking about the things, the qualities, the attributes of me that define me as an individual in my mind. Okay, so here I see a lot of you, the questions that you sent me, there was a little bit of overlap between personal and social self. Okay, so let's try and understand. So I may think of myself, first of all, when it comes to physical attributes, I think there is no ambiguity in that, right? So when I think I'm smart, I'm good looking, I'm intelligent, if I think all those things about myself, that would be my self concept. I'm good in studies, I'm good in sports. If those are the things that I think about myself, that's who I am. That will be my personal self, because I'm thinking of myself as an individual, about who I am as a person, right? So and when it comes to social self, who am I in relation to others in my own mind? Okay, so when I say I am a dash, I am a daughter, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a good mother, I'm a caring mother, I'm a loyal friend, uh, I'm popular in school. So that is with respect to other people, right? I'm popular among other people. So in any ways, in my, the things that I think about myself in a way that joins me to others around me, that kind of thoughts that I have about myself in my mind are social self concept, right? It's the social self that I have, my social image of my own self in my own mind. So let's about more tricky stuff. For example, one of you asked me about, what about I am caring? So does that come as a personal self, or does it come as in the social self? So that's a little bit tricky, and this is the overlap that I was talking about. So this would depend upon how you are phrasing it in your mind in different contexts. So if I'm talking about myself as a person and I say I'm caring, I'm a caring person, so that's a quality of me as a person I'm talking about. So that will come as my personal self, an attribute of my personal self. Okay, so I'm a caring person. But if I say I'm a caring friend or I am a caring daughter, then that same thing will come into the category of your social self. Okay, so whenever you are relating yourself to another person in your mind and thinking about yourself in respect to that relation, you're thinking about your social self. And when you're thinking about yourself as a person, you're thinking about your personal self.